Hello, my name is Jess. Welcome back to my channel. We talk about writing things, life things, all things. Mostly writing and life. But hey, pup things who, if you can hear his tapping around, he's walking. Oh, hubble. Anyway, hello. Nice to see all of you. Today, I'm going to be talking about guilt. Which might be a little bit of a heavy-ish, could be a heavy topic potentially, but let me specify. Specifically what I'm talking about is guilt when it comes to writing, writer's guilt, or guilt for not being creative. I think we kind of live in a culture where, you know, hustling and like working nonstop is really celebrated. I think it's celebrated in not only in the creative or like entrepreneurial sense, but also in like a normal, you know, corporate job as well. They want you to be constantly working and not have any time off and things. So yeah, today that's kind of what I want to talk about, because I've been experiencing that, not in a corporate sense, but in my own creativity. So I've been writing I'm calling it a YA trilogy, but it may be a new adult trilogy. I'm not sure because I'm not done with it yet, which may be bad. I don't know. Anyway, I've got one more book in the trilogy. This is the last one. I'm about halfway done. I think could be a little longer than what I'm used to, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm about halfway done with this book and I'm really enjoying it. I love these characters so much. I hope others will love these characters too, and it's not just me, but you know, such is life. Anyway, so I am also in school right now. I am taking 13 credit hours. And then on top of that, I've got a 4-hour lab that doesn't count as any credit hours. So technically it's like closer to 17 hours that I'm taking this semester. Most of it's online, so that means most of it, you know, I have to do at home, which is fine. But because I'm sitting there on my computer and not writing, and I haven't been writing very much during the week, I feel this enormous amount of like guilt and dread over that. And so today I just kind of want to talk about why we feel this, you know? And I think this could be with anything creative. I think, you know, if you're really invested in something and you really like love doing it, you feel this guilt for not doing it, especially if it's something that could potentially make you money in the future. And so you feel like you have to do it all the time. And if I don't write every day, then I feel bad for not writing every day, as I've said in some of my other videos, which is ridiculous. I should just be, you know, excited that I'm writing. I should be happy that I'm getting some words out, and being creative in some way, because that's what feeds my soul and that's what makes me happy. And that's, I think, what ultimately I'm supposed to do. So it doesn't matter if it takes me longer to write something than I think it should. It doesn't matter if, you know, I'm not doing as well as I think I could be doing, because I'm taking 17 freaking hours in school right now. That's a lot. That's a lot of hours for anybody, not just, you know, for me, I think. Well, I don't know. Maybe somebody's really good at school and can just like do it no problem and be creative after. But I'm also working and I'm also trying to find another job right now. And so on top of all of those things, that's a lot to be juggling writing as well. Yeah, so I think what I'm trying to say is I need to have more grace for myself. And I think everyone needs to have more grace for themselves in the creative realm. You know, I know people that are artists that haven't been doing their art and they feel this like guilt and then this like, they like weigh themselves down because they haven't done what they're passionate about. And I get it, I really do. But we need to stop with this. We need to stop with the celebrating hustle and celebrating, you know, not having a day off and like, wow, look at how hard this person works because they don't take days off. They take their work with them on vacations and things. And I think we need to be celebrating people that take breaks, you know, and I think it's okay for me to take a break too. And I think part of the reason why I'm feeling this pressure to get these books, to get this book specifically done, for two reasons. One, I was hoping to have this book finished before NaNoWriMo, which is happening in November, because I want to use NaNoWriMo to write another book that has been bugging me. And I want to get started on that series. So I think that I'm putting this unrealistic and maybe unwarranted pressure on myself to get it done. The other thing is that I was really hoping to start publishing or self-publishing these books in March, which may be a bit of a lofty goal. I don't know. I want to publish the first book in March, which means that I have to finish this book so that way I can go back and make sure everything's all lined up and get it to my editor and my cover designer and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that's why I'm just feeling some pressure to get all this stuff done. But all this pressure is stuff I'm putting on myself. Like, nobody else is putting this on me. Nobody's waiting for these books. Nobody's waiting for these books. So, I don't know. I don't know kind of what this balance is right now. I'm feeling really tired and really overwhelmed with school. And then by the time I do finally get to write, I find myself staring at the cursor and not writing at all. It's just like blinking and, you know, like in terrorizing me, being like, come on, you can write. And maybe I can't right now. I'm doing a lot of school, and it's all stuff I'm enjoying learning, but it's a lot, and I need to have that grace for myself, I think. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, and it's okay. It's okay to not write every day. I think in the writing world specifically the world I'm in, there's like all this like encouragement for people to make a writing routine. They're like, you gotta write every day. And you see these people that can write like, I don't know, like 6,000 words a day or something, and you're like, wow, like we should all be writing that much a day. And some people just can't, you know? And that's not bad. That's okay. I think we need to stop celebrating the work until you die kind of a thing, and like celebrate rest and celebrate, you know, coming back to it after taking a break, a creative break. Because I think once you do take a break creatively, then when you come back, you're going to be fresh and going to be ready to write again, or whatever your creative thing is. Like, the break isn't bad. I think the problem is that we think that if we take a break, we're going to lose the momentum that we have going. And I think it depends. Like, I think if you take a year-long break, that might be a little long, but sometimes you just need a break, and that's okay too. Like, you losing momentum or not losing momentum is not going to be the end of the world. Like, it's just not. If you don't write for one day during the week, it's not the end of the world. And I'm tired of feeling this guilt and feeling like I am somehow not capable of being a writer because I don't write every day because I'm taking 17 credit hours of school. You know, I don't know if this is even making sense, but this is just kind of where I'm at right now. I think the guilt and the need to continue to push isn't healthy. And I think as writers, we kind of need to step back, or as creative people, or even people that aren't creative and just want to work. Like, it's okay to take a vacation. It's okay to take that time off. And I don't think our society really celebrates that. Like, you have to, if you are working a full-time job, you have to ask your boss, hey, can I take this vacation that I've earned, that it says in my contract that I can take? And your boss will sometimes will give you a hard time about it. And I don't like that. Why are we not celebrating taking breaks and taking vacations? Like, I don't know, we think that it's selfish of us or something, and that's just not true. And I'm tired of the guilt. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to any of this either, except that when I start feeling guilty, to just recognize it and then let it go, you know, and just move on. Because I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm feeling very drained. I haven't been exercising. I haven't been eating right because I'm just so busy. And I'm tired of being busy. I just want to rest. I just want to write and to be in my story, and that's what I want to do for a living. I don't want to have to go to school and go to work and have all these other things take up my time. I don't know. I think it'd be fine if I was doing one or the other. If I was either doing school or work, I could handle writing in that. But somehow all of them together are just kind of difficult for me. And I don't think it was this difficult the last couple of semesters because I was taking a lot of dance classes. And so I think that creatively juices were flowing, so it made it easier for me to write, actually, because I was already being creative during the day. But now we're just doing like academic work. And while there's some room to be creative, I mean, I'm taking government. You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of room. I'm not like sitting and writing really interesting things. And even in my creative writing class, I've had a hard time being able to sit down and make myself be creative in a class, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think I'm tired of being graded for my ability to be creative and my interpretation of things. I think that's been another thing that I've just kind of been struggling with. While I don't think taking this creative writing class was necessarily a mistake, I don't know in the future what this is gonna mean for me, because I'm learning a lot and I like what I'm learning for the most part. We're reading really sad short literary works of fiction, short story stuff, and I don't like reading sad things. I don't like it, and that's not why I'm here. You know, there's enough sad things on this earth without me having to read about it, but that's just my opinion. Some people love sad stuff and that's fine. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling on. I think I just kind of needed to get this out and to kind of talk about, you know, that guilt that we feel for taking time off. And I don't think that that's right. So anyway, just something to think about. Are you feeling guilty for taking breaks? For anything, for, you know, like work, taking a vacation that you've earned, or, you know, maybe I'm just really burned out with school right now. And, you know, this year has been hard for everybody. And I think that maybe that's part of it too. Anyway, I think that's all I've got for today. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Let me know in the comments if you're struggling with this at all, or if you're totally fine and don't deal with guilt for anything when it comes to taking breaks. I'd be curious to know. Let me know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end, I will see you next week, hopefully at some point with a new video. Okay, bye.